Hi there, Cancer. Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is your June reading. Welcome to it, and thank you so very much for your patience. Okay, I will say this, it will span roughly the 1st to the 15th of June. It may permeate a little beforehand and a little after that time frame, as energy, of course, is fluid. But Cancer, I was meditating on your energies just now before I turned on the camera, and I kept hearing check, check, checkmate. Something about a call to action, check, call, something about those two worlds, okay, seem to be in focus for you. Seem to be in focus for you. Steady. I'm hearing steady the weasel, whatever that may mean to some of you. Steady the weasel. Aha. Okay, Cancer. In your theme, you have the Emperor in reverse. And I was especially drawn to my amethyst crystal for you as I was meditating on your energies, as well as my hematite stone and my crystal clear quartz. Okay. Nonetheless, Cancer. Let me tune in for you here. There's something about fact-checking before you make a final decision. Before you make a call, Cancer, you're taking a very close look at the facts. Ruminating deeply on. I'm seeing like fine-tuned work under the lamplight at night, right? Books, papers, calculator even. It's like before you take this stand in communicating or taking a stand of even standing for what it is that you believe justice is right. Okay. You're doing some deep digging, okay, to understand even the context of this decision that you're making. Okay, we're seeing here the moon mirroring the Ace of Swords. Something about the context within which you are making this profession, almost even researching the circumstance in which you would be making this profession, making this, I'm also hearing plea. I'm hearing for a number of you, a plea for forgiveness. Thinking about what the best way may be to go about striking this accord yet again. You understand that it's by way of your stance with your personal truth, with coming forward, out from the darkness, to find a sense of balance yet again, but understanding that the balance that's brought about and achieved is done on an entirely new level, a brand new playing field. 10 of Pentacles right behind this 3 of Pentacles. So it's the closing of a chapter, and it's the entry of a new. You understand that coming forward with this proclamation would mean the closing of an old world, an old chapter. Okay. I'm hearing financial, monetary incentive for some of you. Okay. It may be that you are thinking about, it's like this, it's like for some of you, I'm feeling if you're making a decision and you're coming forward, it's almost even, I'm getting like a promise, okay? A desire to smooth over, okay, whatever sense of injustice or instability there was in the past, or even indifference, okay? I'm getting that you're thinking about how to strategize this new beginning and what may be required in order to capacitate this new beginning. You want it to be fruitful. I'm feeling that, Cancer. You want this, these new grounds that you build your life upon, okay? As I'm feeling it in this way, to be stable, to start on the right foot, together, right? You have duplicity that's seen in both of these cards, two trees, rather, on the Moon card, and 2 cats on the Justice card, right? And then that's led to 3 of Pentacles. So there's something about, right, but we're seeing here, it begins yet again with you. It begins with your state of rumination, and also perhaps remission. I'm hearing that as well. Right, where you, it's a period of strategy. It's a period of attaining, the attempt to attain ultimate clarity with what it is that we feel embodies our truth, our personal truth. And similarly, what will characterize a sense of freedom and fairness, of cohabitation. Now, I'm getting, okay, that yet again, right? It's by way of your personal stance, yes. And it's that stance that brings the whole chapter of this experience full circle for you. Full circle for you. It absolutely may regard career, finances, the actual home, the place, the establishment that you live in, that you work in, coworkers, business partners, or a love situation as well. It may be, but there's this focus on the rebound from desolate lands. I'm hearing dry terrain. So there's a revival, like a resuscitation of some sort. And there's this focus on the compulsion of flight. You have here the star, and it's at your apex, overlaying the reverse 2 of Cups. The star upright, 2 of Cups in reverse. You then have the 6 of Wands upright in this subdeck. You have the Lovers in reverse. Okay. In this thick subdeck. The thickest of them all. In your theme, you have this butterfly. 2 butterflies for you so far. Right? Speaking of ultimate self-sufficiency, financial self-sufficiency, and stability. Right? I'm hearing the stability of our cause. Mission. Who stands with you, Cancer? I'm compelled to ask you that. Who stands with you? There's something about perpendicular sort of energy. Something about understanding where you stand and where others stand in relation to where you stand. But the emphasis is on first identifying for you as an individual where you stand, and then coming together and discussing that truth that holds for both parties, right? For both sides of the story, so to speak. But I'm getting that there is this period of remission, of review of who you are. What's real to you, right? What aspect of this dream that you hold so fast to, has been sacrificed in some kind of way, by way of a desire to coexist in harmony, right? But let's remember, when we look at the Justice card, there are two cats there, right? Two cats. One black, one white, one yin, one yang, one masculine, one feminine, right? The polarity and the diversity that creates, at the end of the day, wholeness, oneness. It's the differences that bind us, right? Together as one. And it's about remembering that there are two sides to every coin, right? There's your side of the story, and there's their side of the story. I feel that for a number of you, this is a partnership. This is a partnership. Okay, perhaps a marriage, And it's a matter of seeing whatever this union is, seeing both parties as the individuals that they are, as the individuals that you are. And where in the past, that discrimination, right, of truth, of self, perhaps was somewhat obscure, somewhat, again, sacrificed in the hopes of achieving and attaining complacency, harmony. You're now understanding that yin and yang can't come together to create that peace sign unless they come together as who they really are, how they really are. And that takes bravery, right? To a certain extent, as I'm feeling, you're feeling it. Right? But it's coming down to it, Cancer, that brings this illumination of self, of the situation that you've been in, and a greater understanding of what this whole experience has taught you. Has showed you about the working dynamic of teamwork, of cohabitation, of union, of what it really means to create a union. You're realizing, I'm not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get anywhere if I don't bring my personal truth and sense of personal conviction to the table. Right? This relationship is a potluck. You bring your dish, I'll bring mine. Right? It's like maybe you're allergic to what I need, what is right for me. But that doesn't make it not right for me, right? We have to compromise. The compromise to face each other with honesty. And Cancer. Cancer, Cancer. The lights are turning on. The lights are turning on in that room. Whatever that room is. The lights are coming on, and it's the realization that peace and harmony, right, yet again, ironically enough, are brought about by way of two very polar forces coming together, creating, right, magnetizing, creating matter. And so in fact, right, if both forces, if both parties, if both individuals even, right, depending, for a number of you, it would be different, but, right, of course, general reading. But, right, it's like if both parties come together in the shadows, as shadows, rather than reflections of true self, right, then, and I'm getting like mirror-like image, being very different and yet very similar, being reflectors of light for one another, then peace is but an illusion. Peace, ultimate peace, true peace, is brought about by way of the acceptance of inherent dissonance. Cancer. Something about polarity and light, and I'm hearing refraction, okay. Pisces, during the reading, I kept saying Cancer. Okay, so if you know a Pisces, if you have a Pisces rising ascendant or moon sign, you may want to check that video out, as there could be some crossover. Absolutely, there was duplicity throughout Pisces' reading as well, so absolutely right. There could be some crossover as you may find it, but right, you similarly have duplicity sprinkled throughout. You have the Two of Cups, the Lovers. This card almost fell. Whatever this conception of union was for you in the past, Cancer, you're letting it down, and you're understanding that there's more to you as an individual in that union. There's more to your story, right? Your script is not done yet, and it's a matter of understanding, coming to full terms with, stark clarity with the dream that you hold as an individual, to pursue it, Cancer. Understanding once and for all what has held you back. Right? If you feel that something has held you back. Two of Pentacles, 2 twos. The realization that what you've remained as a part of, what you've sustained even, has in some shape or form inhibited this free flight. We see ultimate stability here, right? This tree rooted in the ground. And we see stability very similarly with the Two of Pentacles, right? The synchrony of the flight, right? Of the two wings, rather, right? Being perfectly aligned. All it takes is just Two Pentacles, right? Perfect form. Yet again, the yin and the yang. The balance of self, of those two halves of our being, right? That gives us that inborn stability. Not because we are rooted, shackled into the ground, right? But because we are free to roam, to discover, to uprise from situations that hold us down in some kind of way, in pursuit of our truth, which is boundless, right? Creativity is boundless. And you're stepping into that space of ultimate childlike wonder, Cancer. But you understand that it's a matter of your ability to travel to those places high, high, high up in the sky. It's beautiful, Cancer. It is beautiful. You realize you need mobility. You need to, whatever this may depict, home, family life, right? Job. Okay. You realize it's time. It's time to rise. Because only I can pursue and create the world that speaks to this dream. So it's me, right? It's I who must create it. Create it. Magician. It's profound energy, Cancer. Profound energy. The Magician is in reverse, overlaying the Son of Wands, looking at the Son of Wands. Okay, it's like there's a mirroring effect here, absolutely. Both fire, both fire. I believe it was Leo who got a similar energy, but not with the Magician. It was Strength and the Son of Wands, and there was a mirroring going on with both of these cards. Okay, so if you know a Leo, if you have a Leo rising, ascendant, or moon sign, then you may want to check that video out. But nonetheless, both of these individuals, Son of Wands and the Magician, are looking over at death. They're all in reverse, and they're all making this eye contact, right? It's that head-to-head. Like, they all have to show up at that party. Okay, and at first it's a little weird. It's a little weird. It's like, oh, I didn't expect to see you here. Well, we both have to come here to move on with our lives, to move through and forward. This may absolutely be the two halves of your being, the end of this old chapter of your life, facing straight in the eyes this future self that is the creator of your world. Old self looking head on at your potential as a creator of the world you want to step into. Cancer. It is ultimate recognition. Ultimate recognition. Duplicity yet again. Duplicity within duplicity. Right? Mirroring. You are in this state of a final farewell. A final farewell to what has been, to what has characterized the whole past for you, this whole process. And what is going to take its place, and the role that you play in the creation of whatever that is, whatever this dream is. I feel it may absolutely regard career as well. Career as well. Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse. I feel that this energy speaks to the holding of the fort in some kind of way. Family life, work life, whatever it may be for you in particular. But you also have the Daughter of Pentacles, more or less in the center of your spread here, Cancer, right? And she's looking over, or he's looking over, they're looking over at, right, it could be any gender, but right at the Hermit. And this rumination, right, yet again, that's had the realization that it's a matter of taking a stand, taking the strike, standing for me and what I believe and what's right for me first, so that, right, we can all come together and create. Right? It's like two wrongs don't make a right. If we're both playing ourselves, if we're both playing a game, if we're both, right, sacrificing our sense of a union with ourself before coming into a union together, then, right, we can't create. Something about magnetism. Magnetism needing opposites, polarity, distance even, okay. Which ironically draws things closer and draws you closer to yourself as well. The polarity within you, right? And the polarity without you. So. Cancer. You're dreaming. You're dreaming of an amethyst here. Amethyst crystal was right over. I set it right down over this Daughter of Pentacles. And before I turned on the camera and I was meditating on your energy, Cancer, I was especially drawn to this amethyst crystal, speaking of imagination, creativity. And there is this dreaming that takes precedence for you in the first part of June, that you realize, I have so many opportunities ahead of me. There's so much I could create. There's so much I could do. I understand that it's a matter of my personal uprising first, as the capacitator of this change, right? And from there, right, flows this birth, flows this resistance that creates union, the polarity that brings steadfast motion into streamline, something about sustenance of energy, of life, of energy. I'm focusing on energy. Something about elongation of reserves, energetic reserves, that's brought by way of release. Something about thinking about the long-term future of whatever this birth is, whatever this transformation is. Right? You're going from a 5 to a 6 in sequence. You understand very clearly what it entails, right? What it means to embark upon this path. It's not a matter of not knowing the steps. It's a matter of more so taking the steps, right? Taking the stand. Two daughters for you. Daughter of Pentacles, Daughter of Wands. Daughter of Wands is looking at the Daughter of Pentacles. Daughter of Pentacles is looking at the Hermit. Hermit is, right, insulated in a period of deep rumination, research. I'm getting research, punching in numbers, calculating, right, before this decision, this final decision takes place. Lots of research. And the Magician is looking over at the whole interaction here. So there's a lot of character play here. A lot of character play. I feel that these are the wheels in motion for you. And it's about getting them all on board. Okay? So the whole car can move forward. It's almost like, right, going on stage. Okay, going on stage. Everyone in their places, right? Like, check. You know, and so everyone is looking at everyone. Okay, to bring the synchrony into motion, into play. But you're coming to terms with your creative capacity, Cancer. You've wanted this for so long, so very long. You pulled another ace. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. There is this ultimate desire. Ultimate desire. That playing loud and clear, right? To transform, to ascend, to pursue our truth, to pursue broader pastures. Where we may in the past have sacrificed the pursuit, the exploration of this world by way of remaining in a period of stagnancy, emotional standstill, right? In a state of feeling bound to those in our environment, feeling unable to reach higher ground, to illuminate, right, our truth, to act on our truth, and to pursue our truth, right, climbing up the staircase. Because there was this fixation of energy, perhaps for a number of you, hopefully not, right, absolutely hopefully not, but right, there was this, it was almost like gridlock, right? That held you, perhaps, yet again, hopefully not, to a state of feeling bound to the world that is not of your making. Cancer. But it's time to take full responsibility to capacitate this world, to take it into your own hands once and for all. Light this match. Align with why you're making this change, why you want this movement, this move. It may be an actual move for a number of you, right? We heard that plane taking off. But it's more than just a move. It's more than just a change. It's more than just a decision. It's more than just a speech. It's more than just words on paper, right? Or spoken. It's the reignition of you, of who you are, of your truth, of your place in this world, on earth, as a creator. To create what you are to create in this world. What do you want to create in this world? What is real to you? What's this dream? You realize you're not going to find it here, right? Remaining stagnant. Codependent even, perhaps. Okay, I'm getting that for a number of you. You're going to get it by way of standing on your own 2 feet and taking this flight. Okay. And the more that you align, and of course, right, the general reading, always listen to your own personal intuition, right? But aligning with, crystallizing, whatever this vision is that you have, this desire, right, this dream, the more you crystallize, whatever that world is for you, focusing in on meditation is so key. It felt like a little piece of glass. Cancer. Cutting deep, getting really deep into your imagination, into the subconscious. What is this dream? What is this dream? Ooh, yes, definitely. Glass. Okay. Cancer. Even if it hurts, even if it's painful, to reach what is real for us by way of setting aside what is not and what was not. Moving through the experiences so that we can transmute our understanding, our perception of self, the perception of how we create our world and how we have created it so far, right? And the foil of those 2 realities, where I am now and where I want to go, where I want to take myself, Two of Pentacles, right? It's like aligning with that, crystallizing that dream, understanding how it differs from your current world, your current state. What is going to take you there, Cancer? You're taking a very close look at it. Nine of Pentacles, mirroring the Magician. You are in search of abundance, but not just abundance like stability, finances, career, day in, day out, right? 9 to 5 sort of regimented structure, so to speak. You are in search of the abundance of creativity, of the world that you dream of, creating. Cancer, it's so beautiful. Okay, and it's a matter of taking action with whatever this is. The steps, you know the steps that you need to take to reach this higher ground, to reach this place, okay? And that is what takes you there, right? What takes you there? Looking at where you are now, looking at where you want to go, and very clearly disseminating what I'm getting, like sifting, right? Sifting the yeses from the nos. Saying, yes, this is what I want. No, this is what I don't. This is maybe what I've been involved in for XYZ amount of time. But I realize, right, that engaging in that world, engaging in even these thought patterns, sustains the world that doesn't belong to me. And so I am going to take the first few steps that bring me that much closer to the world that I want to create. That sustains itself, is stable, yes, but not just in and of what it is, right? Yet again, it's stable in that I feel stable by pursuing this world, by creating this world, because it speaks to the stability of myself, of my being, of the polarity of my very essence. The polarity by which I am a creator, and I step forward to the plate, professing, this is who I am, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm here to do, what I'm here to create. And even if it means, right, letting some people go, letting some things go, saying goodbye to a certain world and a certain way of being, ultimately, right? It's the stability of self and the harmonization of that chaos that strikes a chord, again, internally and externally. When you are stable, Cancer, you can create for others, for the world. And that's where, right, the stability of the two halves can come together, as polar as they may be, and form harmony. Okay, so thank you so very much, Cancer, for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you, and please feel free to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign, as well as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. I know, for example, I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even more than my sun, so it doesn't hurt to check it out. If you don't know your signs, you can click the link below in the description box that I provide, and that will compute them for you. All right, thank you so very much again, Cancer. I hope that this reading was helpful yet again. Enjoy June, and I will see you soon. Bye.